So today's Thursday and it's actually the first day of the week that I'm filming and kind of sitting at my desk and doing stuff because I don't know, time just kind of got away from me. Just got an order on Etsy. Let me just catch you up to where we're at. On Sunday we had the book fair. It was actually amazing. I think because it was a community event, people really came out to support and buy stuff. Plus they got free books. There was free haircuts for kids. There was free, I think, tarot reading or something. Like there was a lot of fun stuff going on. So I think everyone was just in a good mood, and every time they saw my stuff, they would like get a little chuckle out of like the Spanish jokes and all of that. So it was really cool. I would even have like some dude bros come up to me and like buy some of the cute mugs with the echale ganas and all that stuff and be like, yeah, this is for my mom, for my sister. So it was like overall such a fun time. 10 out of 10, would do it again. And then immediately after the book fair, I had to go to my cousin's graduation party, so basically didn't get home until like late at night. The day after that I had kind of taken off because I basically worked the whole weekend, so I was like, Monday, that's a me day, that's a day of rest. And then Tuesday I'd actually planned to work for a few hours because my cousins were gonna come over after so we could have dinner and watch trash TV. And I was gonna make this lasagna, right? It's like my husband's staple recipe, but it would have been my first time making it. And so I was like, cool, I'll like prep the lasagna in the morning, and then in the evening when they start showing up, I'll put it in the oven and it'll be perfect. You know how long that lasagna took to prep? 4 hours. By the time that was done, like I still had some cleaning to do, so it was just nuts. Came out delicious though. I love that recipe. I'll share it with you if you want. Just like let me know in the comments, because it's like spinach, mushroom. It's perfect if you have like someone vegetarian coming over, which I didn't. I just like it so much that it's a staple at my house now. But we've also done a vegan version of it too, and that is so fucking good. Like, sorry, I just really like anything with lots of mushrooms though, so maybe that's just a me thing. And then on Wednesday, which was yesterday, I had started the day by like, you know, did my morning routine, whatever, and then I came into my office and I realized how much I needed to clean it up because there was some boxes that got delivered in here, which we got like our toilet paper and our paper towels delivered, and like so those big ass boxes were here, plus all the stuff from when we did the pop-up was just still kind of in place, and then all the like, I don't know, it just felt like such a big mess and I couldn't work in here, so I was like, I need to like give this a full clean before I even start. So I did that. And then my tummy started hurting. I don't think it was the lasagna that did it, because then my husband would have had a tummy ache too. So I basically spent the rest of the day in bed, not even comfortably. I was like tossing and turning. It sucked. Which brings us to today. I'm finally gonna pack the orders from the weekend. Plus I have these supplies that arrived. So let's open them so I can show you what I've got. Pretty sure this one's just the spray paint. All right. What? Oh my God. It's a bag with a bag within a box. So this I was supposed to use for some shelving that I got, but trust me, it'll still get used because it's the colors of like everything I do. I already know I want to use it for this lamp I have that I want to move in here, but other than that, we'll see what we do with it. Please keep these to pad my orders. First thing we got is these colorful thermal labels. I've been wanting some thermal labels that stand out against my packing slips, because sometimes people will place orders that have both a product that I stock here and then something that is print on demand, and those usually take a little longer and they'll arrive separately. So sometimes people will email me like, hey, when am I getting this? When am I getting that? So I wanted to print out something where I could just add a sticker onto the packing slip that says like, your order includes products that are made to order. They're gonna be shipped separately, just to make it really obvious. So that's what these are for. The other thing I got is this like stand for all my thermal labels. And what I liked about this one when I saw it in the picture was that you could have a roll on top. So I'm gonna put this guy on there. And then at the bottom you could just place the flat like 4x6 labels, which is what these are. So let me build it and I hope it works out. I mean, it looks pretty simple. Okay. I was packing sticker orders right now and just realized I'm finally on the last of the old labels. So this was my old logo, and then these cards had a mistake on them, so I had to like chop off the bottom. Here's the new batch of new ones. So much more fun, playful logo, no mistake, plus a free little art print on the back, and with yellow envelopes to match the vibe of this. I love it. I just got this package delivered, and you know it's from a manufacturer when it comes in the most like fucked up box you've ever seen. So I'm excited to open it. Let's do torn side up since that's halfway there. Oh my god. Hold on. Where's the seam? Yeah, that's way easier. So I'm bringing back the no seas boba straws. These were like really fun and popular. It took me a while to get rid of the last batch because I bought them in a bunch of different colors, but people kept buying the holographic ones, but I was left with a bunch of like black and blue ones. So this time around, I just bought the holographic ones, like give the people what they want. And I still have some of these straw pouches left from last time, which is our old logo, but I'd rather not waste them. And they also come with the straw cleaner. So it's a straw that says no seas boba, which if you don't know, more like don't be silly, but I feel like moms and tias tend to say it a little insultingly, like don't be stupid. Yeah, so I put basically don't be a boba into a boba straw because I thought that was a fun idea. I have some computer stuff to work on today, which I'm not gonna bore you with. So I'll start packaging these up next week. I'm gonna put some of them in display bags so I could take them to the pop-up, and then the rest will just go straight into the pouches and get shipped out like that. The reason I don't put the other ones in the pouches is because like if I have this on a shelf, like who's gonna know what's in there? I had already mocked up this little display pouch just to test it out, and it works really well. I basically packaged it the same way that I do my pen sets. So we'll get started on that next week. Before I actually restock all the straws on the website, I'm doing a little quality assurance. So this is like my main stack, and then I have 3 other bins. One of them is if they look really good, the other one is if they look okay, and the last one is for seconds. And what I do with my seconds usually is throw them in this big ass bin that's behind me, and once I have enough stuff in there, I'll turn that into like a mystery seconds bag. So it'll just have like a bunch of stuff in it, and then people can buy all that at a discount. But in terms of the difference between like what's good and what's okay, what I'm counting as good is, it's hard to see on camera, but because these are holographic, sometimes the text falls on a part of the straw where like it doesn't stand out against the color that it's over. So those are the ones that I'm counting as okay. This one's fine actually. But usually if the text falls on like the purple, blue, or green part, it's fine, but it's the lighter, warmer colors that I guess the etching of it is just a warmer color, so it's just harder to see there. And I'm still gonna sell the okay ones, but the difference between the good and the okay is that the good ones I'll save for like packaging. That way if you see these in a store, the text will stand out more. So whenever I get a wholesale order or do a pop-up, you'll be receiving them from the good stack, which hopefully will end up bigger than the okay stack. And then the okay stack will be like the last ones. And once I'm lower on stock of the okay pile, I'm gonna decide whether to just throw them into the seconds bin, because maybe I'll be doing a big second sale and I'll want to throw some fun stuff in there, or just keep them in the store and sell them like normal. I actually had to turn on the big light because the etching looks better around like the cool toned colors. And so even when it was on yellow on the straw, it actually looked really good. And then I was like, wait, there's too many like good ones. That's not usually the case. Today I'm taking pictures of the straws because even though it's a product that I had before, I only had pictures of them in groups with all the other colors, even though this time around I only bought the holographic ones. And I do have like single photos of each of them so that when you click on the website, like the correct one pops up when you select your color. But those aren't like the best ones. I didn't really like them at the time, so I'm just gonna do a complete reshoot. I still haven't decided exactly how I want it to look, but at the very least I'll get some nice close-ups and hopefully I make something really cute at the end. I chose these 2 backdrops because they're a little on the warmer color side, and I think that would be good for anything that's kind of like food and drink related. I just feel like, I don't know, like green is fine because I feel like you have a lot of greens in food, but something about like seeing blue or even purple that I'm like, even though the straws have hella blue and purple. But I just wanted the backdrop to be a little like lighter, neutral, warmer, and I didn't want it to be yellow because that ends up usually looking like whatever you set your stuff on is dirty somehow, or I don't know, at least to me. Maybe I'm just a millennial that grew up in the 90s where everything was landlord beige. Because remember back then it was like, oh yeah, you should color this beige or like a light yellow. That way you don't have to clean it up all the time. And it's like, but doesn't that mean it's always gonna look a little dirty? I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of why I use pink everywhere, like, because I feel like white is just too bright for me, like on walls and stuff, and then gray just feels like a little too, this is a house flip, so pink is what I ended up going with everywhere. I don't know, I like it. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent again, so I'm just gonna take these pictures and we'll see how it goes. This is actually the exact surface and camera I'm gonna be shooting them with, so that works out nicely. I think this one shows the text a little better. I don't know. Yeah, this one. So now that I've taken the pictures, I'm bringing them into my computer and opening them up in Adobe Bridge. I know most people like to use Lightroom for this, but I've been using Bridge forever, and you can honestly do so much on this program that I never even bothered to switch over to Lightroom. Like, I've tried it before and it's fine, you can do the same things, I'm just more used to this. And I feel like because I'm primarily a designer who happens to need to take pictures of things, like I don't need to focus too much on the like nitty-gritty of it. I just need to do my basic edits in Camera Raw, maybe bring them into Photoshop if there's anything else I need to do. And what I really like about Adobe Bridge is you can actually batch rename your files, which I think you can do in Lightroom as well, but I remember it being a little less intuitive. I created this process back when I was working for a lingerie company and we had to deal with like literally thousands of photos, and this was the easiest way to work in batches. And I've just been loving it ever since. I like to think of Adobe Bridge as like the Finder on my Mac, but on steroids. Because yes, it's a file browser, but there is so much more you can do with it if you really take the time to learn it. And whenever I'm in the process of renaming files, I also add metadata and keywords, because I've heard that helps search engines sort of sort through images too. I learned that a really long time ago. I don't know if it's still true, but it's a habit that I developed, so I've still been doing it. Let me know if you have any questions. Maybe I'll do a tutorial for like designers who need to edit pictures but don't want to deal with Lightroom and Photoshop and just want to do it real quick on Adobe Bridge. These are the final results of all the photos I've edited. I've already added them to Shopify and Etsy. What I'm gonna do now is map out the launch campaign, which usually consists of an email on the day that the product is released, some sort of Instagram post, so that'll either be a reel or maybe just a carousel of the pictures with like a nice caption about them. And if I do make an Instagram reel, I'll probably just send that over to TikTok as well. So the way I usually plan out my campaigns is I'll open up Notion, where I already have a template with my checklist of everything I need to do if I'm launching a new product for Quiero Prints. Then I decide what channels I'm going to post it on, which usually consists of my email subscribers and Instagram. Instagram can vary the type of content I'll create depending on my mood. I'll either make a cute, funny reel or just do a carousel post with different pictures of the product and a caption about it and let people know that it launched. And once I've scripted all that out on Notion, I'll go into Photoshop or into just my phone camera to record something and start creating the content that I need. I want to say it's pretty simple and straightforward, but it took me a while to get to a point where I have like a consistent way of launching products. And I think that's it for today. I do have to still make a bunch of mugs for the pop-up tomorrow, but I feel like I spent most of the video doing that last time. So if you're not caught up, go ahead and watch that one. You can see me making all those glass mugs. I'm gonna do some more of that tonight, but I'm not gonna bother you with it right now. So I think that might be it for this week, actually. I'll let you know in the next video how the Libro Fair pop-up went. I'm not exactly sure what else I have lined up for next week, but if you subscribe, you can find out. If you've made it this far, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're up to this weekend, how you've been enjoying these videos. Like, I know I'm not getting a lot of views right now, but I know that there's like a human behind each view that I'm getting. So like, even if I just get 10, I'm like, oh my god, that's like 10 people that pressed play and watched at least part of this. So just know that I appreciate you and I hope you have an amazing day.